Hey guys, we've been going through a series on faith. We've been talking about the ins and outs of faith, small faith, the object of our faith, what it even means to have faith. And today we're going to be talking about great faith and how faith is persistent. So in the book of Matthew chapter 15, Jesus is walking around one day and this lady comes up to him and begs him to heal her daughter. And so Jesus, he's there, he's focused on healing the Jews, he's preaching the gospel, but this lady, she's not a Jew. She's actually a Greek woman who at this time was not really on speaking terms with the Jews. They were kind of separated from each other. And so he actually denies her request. He's like, no, I gotta focus on the Jews. Like, that's what I came here to do. And she pleads with him to the point where the disciples are like, you got to send this lady away. Like, she is just out of control. We're just trying to get our work done. And Jesus is like, look, I don't have time for you. Like, I got to focus on the children of Israel. And she says, yes, but even when you focus on the children of Israel, the after effects affect all of us. And so Jesus, he takes a moment. He's like, this lady really believes that I can do this. She really trusts in me to do this. So he says, you know what? Because of your faith, your request is granted. See, this lady, she got what she wanted, not because she was a child of Israel, not because she was who Jesus was looking for, but because of her persistence. She kept on pushing until she got what she needed, right? Restoration for her family. So this is like battling a trick. I don't know how many of you guys have been in a situation where you just can't seem to land a trick and it's driving you nuts. This was my case with front boards down rails. And the thing about that trick that scares me is that I'm not only going backwards on a rail, but I'm going downhill. And if I don't lock in proper, the slip outs can be really bad. And so it's terrified me forever. But I keep pushing and pushing and pushing myself, trying to be persistent and trying to progress in that trick to the point where now I try to do one a session so that I can keep that trick in my bag. I'm persistent. I keep on pushing. So why do we need to keep on pushing? Why do we need to be persistent in our faith? Well, Jesus actually says that we should be persistent in order to get what we're looking for. He shares this story in Luke 11 about this neighbor, and the neighbor is asking for bread from their neighbor, and it's nighttime. And the dude's like, hey, my family's asleep, everything's shut down, no. But this guy, he keeps knocking and knocking and knocking and knocking over and over and asking, and finally the guy's like, fine, you just leave me alone, here's your bread, now go away. Jesus is like, that's what it should be look like to be persistent in our asking of God. We should keep on asking, keep on seeking, keep on knocking, not just asking once, but multiple times. This woman was recognized for having great faith because she would not back down from what she wanted. She kept on asking, kept on seeking. And that's what our faith life needs to look like. We need to persistently ask over and over again. So I want to challenge you guys to not shy away from asking God for something. If you've already asked and you feel like you've gotten a response, ask again. Keep on asking, keep on seeking, keep on knocking, because that's what persistent faith looks like. And that helps us to grow in our faith as a whole. See you guys next week.